Hi, today's Wednesday, October 15th, 2025. So we are at the midpoint, halfway through the October, and my payday is 25th, but fortunately it falls on Saturday, so my company moves the payday backward to 24th, which is a Friday, right? On this Friday, we go, next Friday, which is October 24th, my company has a picnic day, so we don't have to work. As a matter of fact, after lunch, we go home. So it's a double happiness on Friday, payday slash picnic day, free food, free time, and whatever you can do whatever you want. I am planning to travel back to Gwangju, where my wife and the second daughter is. My first daughter went to New Zealand yesterday as a working holiday maker. Right? She will work there for a couple of months and then go back to Australia, where she used to work as a working holiday maker for a bit, like 4 months, before she went to University of Durham, right? Well, this article is from Cgtn, the official internet media / international news agency from China, right? It says ample amounts of complaints to the U.S. Commercial policies. Let's find out what it has to say about the international commerce. China is brave, very smart people. I'm Korean, right? I work for Korea Telecom, the number one carrier in Korea, and also number one AI / cloud service provider in Korea too. We compete on the international market. If you have some establishments inside Korea but want to upgrade your networks, or you want to migrate to the cloud or AI-based services applications, you need to come see me, right? I provide a free consultation based on my company's products and services. We provide the landline, list lines, internet. There are various types of internet circuits, telecom, the landline and mobile services too. The title today is Ministry of Commerce, that's Chinese Ministry of Commerce, responds to U.S. announcement of new tariffs on Chinese imports. China. Yeah, I'd like to travel to China again next month and in December. A Chinese Commerce Ministry spokesperson said on Tuesday that China's position on the trade war and tariff war is consistent. We will stand firm if a fight is forced on us, and we are open to negotiation if approached. The spokesperson was speaking in response to the recent U.S. announcement of tariff hikes and other restrictive measures against China. China and the United States share extensive common interests and have a broad space for cooperation, said the spokesperson, adding that cooperation benefits both, while confrontation hurts both sides. The spokesperson also reiterated that China's announcement of export control measures on rare earths and related items is a legitimate action by the Chinese government. Right? The spokesperson also reiterated that China's announcement of export control measures on rare earths and related items is a legitimate action by the Chinese government to refine its export control system in accordance with laws and regulations. Noting China's export controls are not export bans, the spokesman said licenses will be granted for eligible applications to better safeguard the security and stability of global industrial and supply chains. The spokesperson said China had notified the U.S. side through bilateral export control dialogue mechanisms before announcing the control measures. In contrast, the U.S. side has long been overstretching the concept of national security and abusing export control, taking discriminatory actions against China. In contrast, the U.S. side has long been overstretching the concept of national security and abusing export control, taking discriminatory actions against China. Taking discriminatory actions against China, right? Overstretching, that's a good expression. Overstretching the concept of national security, right? Overstretching the concept of national security, overstretching. Particularly since the China and U.S. economic and trade talks in Madrid in September, the U.S. has introduced a string of new restrictive measures against China. The spokesperson asserted that these actions have severely damaged China's interests and undermined the atmosphere of the bilateral economic and trade talks, and China's resolutely opposed to them. The U.S. side should not, on the one hand, seek dialogue, while on the other hand, threaten and intimidate by introducing new restrictive measures. This is not the right way in dealing with China, said the spokesperson. China urges the U.S. side to promptly correct its wrongdoings, show sincerity for trade talks, and work with China in the same direction, the spokesperson added. The U.S. side should adhere to the important consequences of the phone calls between the two heads of state, protect the hard-won outcomes of consultations, continue to use the China-U.S. economic and trade consultation mechanism, and address respective concerns and properly manage differences through dialogues so as to promote the sound, stable, and sustainable development of the China and U.S. economic and trade relationship. Through dialogues, right? Well, is that it? Cover the Ministry of Commerce in Beijing, China. So it says the U.S. government is overstretching the concept of national security, abusing export control, and what? Taking discriminatory actions against China, right? Taking discriminatory actions against China. Well, that's it. Thanks for listening. But before I go, I would like to go over what I marked to remember. Overstretching the concept of national security, taking discriminatory actions against China. Thanks for listening. Have a great hump day.